brother right here. My brother right here. Come over here. Can I speak to you 1 minute, please? 1 minute. You see that I look in all the crowd and I pick you out. Why? Because you do not dress derogative. You understand? You're just really cool in your shades and everything like that. You understand? But we are out here teaching our people according to the Bible. Thus say the Lord what God said for us as a people. You understand? God said, give me Ezekiel 2 verse 7. Watch this. Let's listen, it's good. You understand? So I'm here. I want to ask you a question, but I want to bring this first to you. Let's listen, it's good.
Ezekiel chapter 2 verse 7.
Bring it out.
And thou shalt speak my words unto them.
Come on.
Whether they will hear or whether they will forbear.
You understand? So we are out here. You understand? Every word what I'm going to speak to you, I'm going to go right here. You understand? God said I'm supposed to speak my word to you. Whether you want to hear it or you want to forbear it. You understand? God said, okay. Today, you understand? You know today is what day according to the Bible? Huh? Do you go to church? You don't go to church? That's a good thing. Why is it a good thing? Because church is like crack and cocaine.
Right.
You understand? For real. Okay, do you love God though? Do you know God look like? Who tell you that? Huh? I can go in the Bible and show you that God look just like you. I'm not talking about Jesus Christ. God, the Father. You ready for that? Watch this. Now we're going to Revelation. Book before Revelation. Come on.
Daniel chapter 7 verse 9.
Bring it out.
Because I'm going to show you when you look, when you take off your glass and look in a mirror and look at yourself, you're going to look and say, damn, 40, 45, 46 years, 47 years, I've been rolling like this. Think that God is a Caucasian man? Watch this. Read it for him.
I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit.
You know who is the Ancient of Days? God is before days. You understand? The Bible said he sit. A spirit can sit. The Ancient of Days did sit. You have to have what to sit? What I got? What you got? You have body to sit. You have butt. When you sit on a chair. With what? Your butt sit on a chair. Watch this, come on.
Whose garment was white as snow.
You hear that? So, the spiritual thing what they tell you in the church that God is a spirit, we are hearing that God have a white garments. Right here. The Ancients of Days have a white garments. Come on.
And the hair of his head like the pure wool.
You shave your hair, but I can still see the white. You understand? And according to the Bible, only Negroes have woolly hair. So picture that. Who God look like? He look like a Caucasian man or he look like you? See that? God said, my body. You understand? I have on white garments. You have to have body to put on a garments, correct? And he said, and my hair and my head is like the pure wool. See that?
Bring it out.
But in the church said, no, nobody know he look like. God is a spirit. Do you have spirit? I can see a shade of your spirit right now. Like a, look right there. You see that? What's that? That's a shadow, right? Okay, that's it. You know where your spirit lie? Gonna show you that all these things what I tell in the church is just philosophy. You know where your spirit lie? Huh? What you just said? You what? You what? Okay. You see that? But they said nobody know how Jesus and Christ look like. God is a spirit. But you just said, where your spirit lie again? Give me that. Ephesians 4 verse 23. Let me show you. Let me show you. Because every word what you speak, it's written right here. You understand? But if a natural man like you would never go to the Bible and say, okay, I can prove it, that's where my spirit lies. Watch this, come on.
Ephesians chapter 4 verse 23.
What is it?
And be ye renewed in the spirit of your
You
mind.
hear that? God have you part. You understand? How could a black man say my spirit is what? What you just said before? Your mind, right? How can you say that? These things are in you because the world was created for you.
That's right.
The Bible was made for you.
Right.
That's when you came here like this. You should find your way back or to go back. You understand? Who are the people who came here like this? Who are the people who came here like this? Negroes, right? They call you Negroes. But God said, no, you are the Israelites. Israel came here like this. God people came here like this. You understand? That's all we came here. God people came here like this. God give us the Bible. Always to find our way out. Because the white man ain't gonna teach us this. He will never tell us how to go back. Because the other one who take us here on what? Slave cargo ship. The transatlantic slave trade, correct?
Bring it up!
How America been so great? How it's so been great? All these high-rising buildings, and all these churches, and all these banks, the great Wall Street. How it's so great? By you. By you. Listen, look at it. Let me bring it back to speed. Look down here. You have a lot of cotton field around here, right? What our foreparents, when they came here on the slave cargo ship, what we was doing? When we came here on slave cargo ship, and they ship you up on the action block to North Carolina, South Carolina, you understand, to Abby, what here, Tabby, to Tabby. What we was doing here to survive? We have to work, slavery. What type of plantation we work? The cotton field. The cotton field. You understand? That's how America been great. You understand? That's how America been great. So now we are here to teach you, you understand, to let America be not great again. You understand? It's simple. Just a simple thing the most I asked us to do. One simple thing. Deuteronomy 28 verse 1. Look at it. Just look at this. You cannot believe this because none of our people believe just to do what God said right here. Every other nation go back into captivity. We don't have to use no knife, no stones, no gun to put them back in captivity. Watch this, come on.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 1.
Come on.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments.
You hear that? All his commandments. The churches said you don't have to keep commandments again. That's what they said, right? From Christ came. But here what God said, we have to observe and do all. You understand? You have something for me? Watch this. Hold that. Come on.
This is the book When I Was a Slave.
When I was a slave. You understand? You're the author.
Memoirs from the Slave Narrative Collection. Right? This is Julia Brown. Slaves was treated in most cases like cattle. A man went about the country buying up slaves like buying up cattle and the like.
You know, that's all they used to do. You understand? They used to sell us like gifts, one to another. You understand? Slave owner from Texas come to Atlanta, Georgia, they buy us. Same thing. North Carolina, South Carolina, same thing. Straight up to Pennsylvania, New York. That's what they do us. You understand? To do what?
Then he'd sell them to the highest bidder. Oh, it was pitiful to see children taken from their mother's breasts. Mothers sold, husbands sold from wives. One woman he was to buy had a baby, and of course the baby come before he bought her. And he wouldn't buy the baby. He said he hadn't bargained to buy the baby too, and he just wouldn't.
You see that? So we just read, you understand? All the sellers, you understand, the buyer come and buy from the sellers, right? Deuteronomy 20 verse 32. Watch this. It's in the Bible. What we read right here. You understand? The so-called Caucasian white man, you understand? Because he ain't white, he's Caucasian. He came from the Caucasus Mountain, Russia, Georgia. Do you understand where he came from? Where he from? You understand? That's what God said. You understand? Read that for me.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
You hear that? That's all they do us. When the slave buyer come, they will buy the son from the mother. And she crying. You understand? She ain't gonna see that son no more. You understand? For real. That's what they did. That's what they read. Read it one more time again for Mr. Arrington. Okay.
Thy
name is Barnabas. Okay? Yes, sir. Come on, read one more time.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
You understand? When he came, he buy sons and he buy daughters. You understand? The daughters be by the slave master working in the house. You understand? Maybe him rape her. These are the things what they do to him. The man, you understand? They have him as a breeding process. You understand? They say he's a good buck. That's what they farm us. Just like how they farm fishes. That's what they do us in those days. And even now, they're doing the same thing. through the prison system. You
That's
understand?
right.
They set up crack cocaine in our neighborhood. Our brothers, our sons, they want to be gangsters, they sell it. The same so-called Caucasian white man, he give you that drugs, and when you reach 10 years, he come and kick your door down, send you to what? When you end up, you're in Atlanta, you end up in Texas, they send you all around on those plantations until you finish your term. That's the same thing they do in the house right now. Come on, read.
And thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
You know how many brothers in prison right now? You understand? For just getting caught with just coke or cocaine, and they give them life. The parents ain't gonna see them no more again. But they just visit until what time until they say, oh, I just gonna just send money and carry, so he done. You understand, for real? Because he in there, he changed. You understand? Everything about him changed. He started to read a lot. Maybe he turned a homo and all these things. These are the things what happened there. You know that too. You understand? They break us just like that. Come on, read.
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
When it said no might, you understand? We never have no economical power. You understand? We never have no strength. Like we have a good lawyer or a good judge. You understand? To vote for us. No, we never have that until this day. We still don't have that. You understand? These are the things what God said right here.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Keep reading.
The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not eat up.
You see that? So all the cotton field what we work on, all the plantation what we work on, you understand? We are the one who farm, but who are the one who get the benefits? Huh? They did. You understand? They said all these things a nation eat it up. You understand? Come on, read.
And thou shalt be only oppressed.
What?
Only oppressed and crushed always.
You see that? So who are the one who are oppressing in this country? We are the one who work 9 to 5, right? You understand? We work 6 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week.
Right.
But on a paycheck, what? It hardly can provide for the household. Sometimes many of us have to do 2 jobs. Why? God saying it right here. You understand? Because remember, the blessing and the curse, right? If you want a blessing, what you have to do? Do you want a blessing? You still want to do 9 to 5? Okay, he said he wanted a blessing. Let me really see that. 28 and 1. He said he wanted a blessing. Listen, it's good.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 1.
He said he wanted a blessing because that's what we say. That's why we hear. That's why we decide. Today's a Sabbath day. We understand today's a Sabbath day. We're supposed to know what to do on the Sabbath day. Do not buy, no selling, no cooking on the Sabbath day. You understand? God said 6 days we work. We understand that. You understand? We work 6 days to provide for the household, but today's a rest day.
That's right. Bring it out.
Read.
And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments.
Do you have a job? You understand? How many years you in that job? 13 years, right? What you do to keep that job so close to you? No problem with your so-called oppressor. You act diligently, right? Huh? To the voice of your boss or your master, right? That's what God was supposed to do with this book.
Right.
You understand? Come on, read.
Which I commanded this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
You see that? But in the church it said everybody's God people. God said no. When you look at that sign right there, step aside, brother, let it look. This 12 tribe right there, God said if we hearken, you understand, diligently, you understand, and keep these laws, he's gonna set us above all nations upon the face of the earth.
Right.
You see that? But why we mix and we mingle like this? You understand? You know who we blame? We blame the churches with those pastors in it. That's who we blame. Because they are the one with the Bible. They are the one who teach us what God said. But you know what pastor did? Huh? You get a white, what do you call it again? A rod, a handkerchief, and when he preach you, he stop like this and then he started telling you all stories. Nothing about what God said. You watch C.D. Jakes, right? You watch Crefton Dollars too. You understand? Watch them sometime. Just take them in and see what they did. And after that, they tell you God said, we don't mind rob God. You understand? After I have to work two jobs, you understand? And still cannot. You understand? Come straight when the month time. But you tell me that will a man rob God? And you want to tell me that I give 20%? One time it was 10%, but Crefton Dollar said no. Remember, it was 10%, now he said 20%. That's why I said check him out. You understand? Check out that church. All these churches, all of them do us wrong.
Right. That's right.
You know what? You cannot find Pentecost in the Bible. You cannot find Church of God in the Bible. You cannot find Catholic in the Bible.
That's right.
None of these churches, what is he said here? You cannot find them in the Bible.
Bring it out.
You understand? So why we are the people, you understand, being oppressed like that? You understand? Why we oppressed like that through the churches? Because the church is our biggest oppressor.
That's right.
You know that, right? Because I've been working through the whole year and I still cannot save 20%. But every week you have to give 20%.
Bring it
check
out.
how much that for the whole year. You want to go on and calculate and check 20% for the whole year and see how much money you've been giving the church? You understand? And when you look at Creflo Dollar churches, millions of people go to that church. You have 3 services on Sunday. Check it for yourself. 20%. That's why you have 5 private jets. You have jet where you don't even want to ride no more. And he still asked the other day for a brand new jet for $65 million.
That's right.
And the church give it to him. You see that? These are the things what we're out here telling you. But you're supposed to ask me what we as the 12 tribes supposed to do. Ask me that. Ask me. Let me ask me. Give me that. You know what I want. The Bible said, as long as you look on the sign and you acknowledge that you on the sign, Deuteronomy 10 verse 12, read it for me. Watch this. As long as you acknowledge you on the sign, God said you're supposed to do this. You understand? We out here to just bring the Bible out. You're supposed to say, wow, where's that? God, these things are strange to you. Come on, read it for me.
Deuteronomy chapter 10 verse 12. And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
You hear that? Look at this. Look at this. God call you what? God call you what? God call you Israel. What America call you? What? Negroes, African American. But God said Israel. Read it one more time again.
And now Israel, what doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
Because before this, I never know what God requires of us. I feel like said, okay, I love God. You understand? And I swear in my heart, said, yes, I love God. I feel like that's all with God. No. God said right here, I'm going to tell you what I require of you. Come on, read.
But to fear the Lord thy God.
You see that? To fear the Lord thy God. You understand? Do you fear? Who you fear on the face of the earth? You don't fear no man? Okay. Do you drive? Okay. If you driving on the highway, which is 65 miles, and you look on your speed limit, you understand? You've been pressing gas, and you're at 80, going to 90.
Bring it out.
And you see the cops up there with the blue light. What you do? You don't fear that? Okay, so you fear. You fear. But you just said that you do not fear. You see that? You fear because you know a speeding ticket in Tabby is for how much? You know, you never get a speeding ticket? Huh? Not here in Tabby? Yeah, so you know the consequence of our speeding ticket, right? Okay. And you've been doing 90 in a 65-mile zone. Check that. God said that's how you're supposed to fear me. You fear your oppressor, but you do not fear what God said. You see that? That's what we do. We fear the so-called white man. You understand? We obey to all his laws. I know if you put in your GPS, trust me, you put on the GPS, and you know that, listen, you know the right way to go, but maybe that way is very, very long. But your GPS tell you that, hey, listen, especially put in Waze. You know Waze, right? Waze. That GPS putting in Waze. You know Waze? Yeah. They have Google. Googling. What?
Waze.
Yeah, Waze. You have Waze. You never put in that GPS Waze? You need to get that. Waze is that GPS what bring you to your destination more faster. You always take a shortcuts. You understand? If any traffic or anything, you take it through little towns and bring you back on the highway. You understand? So this is it. This is the Bible is your navigation.
See, the children of God, we are not black men, we are the Israelites.
a Jew, it sound odd. For years I've been walking around saying that I'm a black man. I ain't saying that no more, it sounds wrong, man.
This is Bishop Nathaniel of Israel United in Christ. Please subscribe to our YouTube channels. Stay up to date with our latest events, music, and classroom lessons. IUIC plans to continue visiting different countries where this gospel has not been preached before. IUIC needs your help in pushing this truth. So join us. Subscribe to our Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, and podcast, and stay up to date with us. For more information, please visit www.israelunite.org.